I think a lot of people are putting themselves in an opportunity, being so conscious of their time and where they're putting their attention, that I think it's worth asking ourselves, are we limiting the opportunities for serendipity? Because we're not putting ourselves in situations of the unexpected for fear that the unexpected meeting or just having lunch with somebody casually is starting to feel more like a time suck. And maybe what we've lost is a little bit of the mindset of, hey, who knows what can happen? Maybe it's unexpected.
And so I'm a big fan of really saying, in every given situation, is there something in here, in a breakup that feels emotionally so tough? Well, but you know what? Maybe that's the door we have to close now, because it then kind of allows us to open the door to the real love of our life. And if that door wouldn't have closed, we couldn't have opened the other one. And so
Yeah.
it's really those things where I've become a big fan of this idea that, look, if you want a happy ending, you can't stop the story too early. And serendipity has a long incubation time a lot of times. It might be a crisis in the moment that feels really bad, right? Like a bankruptcy of a company, or a breakup. But actually, that becomes the inflection point a lot of times to something much bigger, much more interesting, and much more beautiful. And I
I think there's a great hope in your book around serendipity. Like, I think for a lot of us self-employed business owners, I think there's just tremendous potential, like you said, in trusting your gut and in trusting in something bigger than you, just trusting in the beliefs of serendipity. I hope what it does is, I hope the trust and the beliefs of serendipity encourages people to put themselves out there in the world in ways that magical things can happen. Be the crazy 23-year-old that walks into an exclusive country club, golf club, and see what happens, But I could tell story after story after story about things like that. And whether we look at it as magic or we look at it as logic, it almost doesn't matter.